morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Israel's ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, will deliver a brief statement ahead of this morning's Security Council session. We will take questions afterwards. If you do have a question, please remember to state your name and your visa. Thank you.
Good morning. First, I want to express my gratitude to Ambassador Thomas Winford and the United States for facilitating today's briefing by Michael Levy before the Security Council. Michael's brother-in-law is being held hostage by Hamas terrorists. Michael's pain is unimaginable. His sister-in-law, Enab, was murdered in the Nova Music Festival on October 7th, and all was taken captive, leaving behind their small child, who is being taken care of by their family. This tragedy is one of countless examples of the devastating pain inflicted by Hamas. I hope Michael's words today will finally wake every member of the Council to the urgent plight of the hostages and compel all nations to demand their immediate and unconditional release. As we speak, negotiations on a hostage deal are ongoing. We hope we can achieve a deal. You know, after many rejections by Hamas, we hope we're going to have some news before the holiday of Hanukkah and Christmas. Today's session also brings us to the close of a year marked by profound pain, suffering, and sacrifice. Yet, even in the darkest moments, opportunities have emerged. Look what happened in this year. Hamas is being dismantled, Hezbollah has been degraded, and now the Assad regime responsible for unspeakable atrocities has crumbled. As we reach the end of 2024, now it is time to take a decisive action against Iran, and I hope that the Security Council will do that. The recent International Atomic Energy Agency report sounded a clear alarm about Iran's nuclear escalation. Also, the letter that was sent by the UK, France, and Germany, and I quote, called for significant non-compliance with obligations about the actions of Iran. So basically, I will tell the Council that the time to act is now. It's today. Delay is not an option, and I hope to see some progress. Thank you.
Ambassador Xu Dezhi with China Central Television. Two questions. First, the UN has been criticized IDF's operation inside Syria to create buffer zone, the violation of disengagement agreement. Any response from you? And secondly, we know that Prime Minister Netanyahu said that the IDF will stay there until another arrangement was made. In this case, has the Israeli government contacted with the caretaking government in Syria? What kind of arrangement do you want? Thank you.
Well, first of all, I think that the UN should thank Israel. First, when UN positions were under attack, we reached our hands, we offered our support, and we protected the UN personnel in the first few days. We also offered to evacuate UN troops through Israel if there is a need to do that, and we are happy that it didn't happen at the end. And I think also not only the UN, but the international community should thank Israel for what we did in Syria. We neutralized the weapons of mass destruction that nobody wants them to be in the hands of terror groups. So I think the actions we took made the area a safer area, not only for Israel, but for the entire Middle East. We are not meddling in the internal issues in Syria. We are taking a very strong actions regarding our borders. We will not allow militants like Hezbollah to be next to the border on the Golan Heights. So now we are waiting to see what's happening with the new government to make sure that it's stable. And we have no intention to stay on those positions permanently. But we will not allow terrorists to take those positions.
But do you have communication now with the Syrian government?
I cannot answer that question. Thank you.
Yes, Pamela Falk, Ambassador from U.S. News and World Report. First of all, thank you. We look forward to hearing from a hostage family. And in terms of the deal in Qatar right now, there's different reports from Israeli press that say a deal is imminent or not. What are the outlines of a deal? Are the hostages released first? How do you see it?
Well, first, unlike the decision of the Security Council and the General Assembly, we made it very clear that there will be a linkage between a ceasefire and the release of hostages. And that's what we are talking about now. I'm not sure it will be in one stage. We hope it will be in one stage because we want to see all the hostages back home. Maybe it will not be in one stage, and basically it will be similar to what we saw in the past, more than a year ago, that you have a ceasefire, a long one, and at the same time of the ceasefire, during that ceasefire, hostages will be released. And we are talking mainly on the humanitarian aspect of women and sick and older hostages.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ambassador Michelle Nichols from Reuters. You referenced maybe some news on that front by Christmas and Hanukkah next week. How confident are you that a deal can be reached by next Wednesday?
Well, unfortunately, because of the experience we have with Hamas, I cannot be confident. Because in the past we had negotiations, we thought we have agreements, and they came up with new demands, with new names of prisoners that they want to release. So, it's not that you're negotiating with a state actor that you can negotiate and you can expect a result in a timeline. It's still a terrorist organization. I want to thank those mediators who are doing a lot trying to make it happen, but there is no guarantees.
And what security access guarantees does Israel want in Gaza as part of this deal?
Well, the security, we will take care of the security. Basically, it will mean that there will be a ceasefire, so we will have to hold our weapons for a while. But we are not counting on anyone. We are counting only on ourselves after October 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.